This demo is to show how to use the JDE Visual Calendar Action Library to input the current date. First, let's log in inside the ACRA Cloud account. Once after logging in, navigate to the Automation Assets page. In the Automation Asset Management, I have already created the required test sets and test case. Now let's record a test flow including the JDE Visual Calendar Action Library. So clicking on the Record Test Steps icon and navigating to JDE web page, logging inside the JDE, fastpathing to P4210 application, clicking on Add. For the order date, in the visual calendar, let's choose any date. I'm choosing any date and clicking on Close application and again closing it and signing out of JDE. Let's navigate to the ACRA Cloud. Here, if you see all the actions that we have performed in the JDE web page, right from login till sign out has been captured as test steps. Now let's turn off the recorder. Let's click on the test step 4, that is Open Visual Calendar. Clicking on Show Metadata button. So here, as it shows the date as 11/11/2020 because we have entered the date as 11/11/2020 while recording the flow. So let's remove the actual date that we have mentioned here and let's input the value as true for current date. So in JDE Visual Calendar Action Library, when current date is set as true and whenever we run this test case, it will choose that day's current date and it will enter in the text field. Now let's see how it works by running this test case. To run a test case, we need to create a new automation execution. So clicking on Add Automation Execution button and entering the execution name. Choosing the product name and entering the product version, choosing the product URL and selecting the automation set and clicking on Create button. Let's navigate to the automation execution page. You can see the newly created execution is listed here. So let's click on the Run Test icon of the corresponding execution and enter the iteration name. Choose the browser and select the automation set and click on Run button. The engine has triggered the execution. So now it's logging inside the JDE and it will fastpath to P4210 application and it will click on Add. Now it will input the current date. Closing the applications and signing out of JDE. Once the execution is over, the appropriate results will be shown in the engine GUI. Now let's navigate to the execution area of the corresponding execution, expanding the iteration and the test sets, expanding the test case as well, expanding the test case. So here if you see, it shows the current date as true as we have set. As I told you, when the current date is set as true and when we run the test case, it will take that day's current date and it will choose. So this is how we should use JDE Visual Calendar to input the current date. Thank you.